Hello and welcome to CNC Machining. First we take a quick look at designing the product using Mastercam Design to draw the image, then transfer that image to an NC file. This file then can be read by the CNC machine, which then can machine the product. Now let's get into the shop and run the CNC. When first starting up the CNC, you might have to change the tool bed. This is a simple process as seen here. The next step is to properly mount the stock to the table. Make sure when you are mounting the stock to keep the bottom left corner of the stock open, if at all possible. You will need this corner to be used as a reference for the CNC to establish the home zero position. Once this is done, move your Z a few inches above the stock and reset your zero. Run the test a few inches above your stock to make sure to see if there are any corrections that need to be made before cutting into your material. Now that you've made your test run, you're ready to cut into your stock. Re-establish your first zero for your Z and then run the program. If you see here, the program did not pick up the Z before moving into position to start cutting. Since the program is already running and the piece being milled is to be cut out away from the leftover stock and discarded, then the scratch created does not finish this finished product, but it's a good note to mention. Milling time for this project is 12 minutes, and it is just a rough cut. If this was a finished product, the finished pass would have to be made over the stock to polish up the surface. A contour toolpath could also be used around the outside of the material to separate the finished product from the excess stock. When you're finished using the CNC, make sure you clean up your mess. When shutting down the mill, make sure you set the bit on a piece of scrap material to relieve the tension of the screw. Many different materials can be machined by the CNC in many different ways. Here are a few examples. Here is an index plate that is machined out of aluminum as a piece for a CNC hold down to secure the stock to the table. These are some angle plates that were machined out of brass used for an antique table. Well, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this movie on the CNC machine.